Hey, shalom, shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory honor is due to Yahweh, Bashimi Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Who is in the gospel of God, living up the standard of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Real quick, man, it says hundreds of traders in Georgia will get $850 per month in guaranteed income. Another trick by the devil. This don't even make any sense. I know they were talking about it and they said black women were going to get this money without any attachments, any stipulations tied to it, which you got to be out your goddamn mind to believe anything that Esau says and take it as doctrine or verbatim. This is another way of him getting you to let your guard down so you can take the MOTB, which we affectionately know as the Charagma. Okay. This is setting up a bigger scenario because with this being said, they can implode the economy quicker by printing out money like this. $850 a month. You have Georgia with a population of in Atlanta you have what, a couple of mil easily, and predominantly of them are people of color. So printing this money right along with stimulus checks and so forth, hey, you're gonna have the biggest collapse in history right around the corner. And that's what this is all alluding to, because it may be some type of stipulation behind it, though Esau is not saying it. That's why you got to read the fine print. It could be anything. Okay, well, if you take the money, you got to get the jab, or you got to get the charagma. But regardless of it is, you freaking black women, you gonna fall right for this, because anything that glitter in your mindset is gold. All right, because we know how money hungry you fucking black women are. You're money hungry, and you're attention whores. And this $850 a month, basically, this is Jesus just came back, huh? You're in the kingdom of heaven now, right? It's a damn shame, man. They can sell you people and show you they don't give a damn about you because they call you black women. You're not even black. You're Israelites. You're women of color. You're not black. So right there, sure, that's a big red flag. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, we going to get $850 a month. So give you a bigger cadence to be bigger, whores, bigger Instagram models, bigger OnlyFans models, hair, nails done, toes did every week, not taking care of your kids. I guarantee you, out of this $850, I guarantee you 800 may go to the woman, 50 may go to the child. And that's to buy pork and beans and hot dogs and hot Cheetos and crunchy curls and pork hot dogs, and that's it. She ain't gonna seek to put our kids through some type of education or build them up. She's not gonna do it. She's gonna take all this money and put it on herself. And then you have a lot of black women that's currently trying to move down to Georgia now just to get this benefit. But this may be something they may extend throughout all the Democratic cities, because they know that a bunch of you jarhead Negroes out there, you are Democrats, you're hardcore Democrats, and you don't even know what the Democratic Party represents. Just 50 years ago, they didn't include you on anything. You know what I'm saying? They was basically, look, we ain't dealing with Jake, and they feel the same way about you, but they realize, like, okay, shit, how can we use this situation to benefit us instead of hurt us? Because instead of casting you out of everything, not getting their revenue up, they can include you on these things, which makes them richer, because Esau knows that you Israelites are the biggest consumers in the world. And he knows that how you think Esau makes his money? He makes his money off of Israelites. Okay, outside of war. And how do you think he get money to fund wars and weapons through you tribes, man? The hell you think Biden got like he was here in Kansas City promoting that $15 billion infrastructure bill? How the hell you think he got that money? Off you tribes, man. Stupid. But anyway, it says a new guaranteed income pilot would give hundreds of dollars per month to poor black women in Georgia in an effort to improve their financial stability and mental health and tackle the racial wealth gap. This ain't got nothing to do with that, man. Talking about that mental. This is not going to do nothing but destroy their mental even more, because they're going to do destructive things with the money. They're not going to build communities. They're not going to try to build institutions, which that's off anyway. You know what I'm saying? But they're not going to do anything productive. They're going to club more. They're going to buy Hellcats. They're going to put money into all this extravagant, this so-called decadent lifestyle in America, which the decadence is now ceasing. They're not going to do anything positive with it, man. As soon as Israelite woman get this, she's going to go down there, try to get a condo and a Hellcat, you know what I'm saying? And she's surviving over $850 a month. Talk about their mental health. No. What about the men? The men is the one that builds society, to show you that Esau don't give a damn about you Israelite men. It says the problem or the program called In Her Hands, which this is a feminist society. This society is built for women. It says we'll give about 850 in monthly cash, no strings attached, to up to 650 black women for 2 years. Right. So you think that she's gonna go out and do anything productive? No. Okay, she's gonna be a bigger demon. She's gonna be even more proud. She's gonna talk shit to men. She's gonna put more men on the child support, because even if she's getting this $850 in cash, she still can go down there and put the man on child support or file for alimony. It's all a big trick, man. It's a joke. It says launching early next year and distributing more than 13 million. It is poised to be one of the largest guaranteed income pilot programs in the U.S., which is going to lead into indefinite collapse. It says led by the Georgia Resilience and Opportunity Fund, a coalition of local elected officials and nonprofits, and the nonprofit Give Directly. The program will include participants who live in Atlanta and other parts of suburban and rural Georgia who are near or below the federal poverty line. It says the program will study how much or how such unconditional cash transfers affects the financial and mental well-being of the participants. But you know what they're going to do? They're going to buy weave. They're going to buy eyelashes. They're going to buy stilettos. Okay, they're going to buy cars. They're going to do all types of shit with it. What you mean is going to plunge them into even more mental degeneracy, or they're going to get in a more deranged mindset. Okay, they're going to be more transcendent on wickedness. Esau knows this, and this is a way of him trying to destroy the economy, man. That's all it is. He don't give a damn about you black women. He never did. Because if he did care about you, he would be trying to help your men out as well, so your men can help you out. But the devil don't act like, he don't think like that. You see what I'm saying? But see, all you sisters out, well, not even you, I ain't gonna say sisters, I'm gonna say you black women. Because this ain't got nothing to do with the sisters as in the, you know, that believes in the truth, which is very far between. Very few far between. You got sincere ones out there, then you got some women out there that just full of shit. We gonna call a spade a spade. Okay, and those of you that's full of shit, you're gonna be exposed to. Just a matter of time. But nonetheless, Esau Edom, he knows that this is gonna bring destruction. Okay, and like I said, it may be a string attached. You may have to get the charagma. But it says anyway, it says it is intentionally being started in Atlanta, a city with some of the most pronounced income inequality in the U.S., and specifically in its old Fourth Ward neighborhood, where Martin Luther King Jr. grew up and promoted the idea of guaranteed income. It says the median black family in the U.S. owns $3,600 in wealth, about 2% of the $147,000 that the median white family owns, which that was done on purpose. That was done systematically. The wealth gap has been put in place on purpose to keep you Israelites at the bottom. And you think $850 a month is going to help that? Hell no. Because guess what? When you tribes start screaming at reparations BS that they already shot down, they're going to say, well, look, man, we gave you stimulus checks. Okay, we gave you jobs. You gave you infrastructure bill. And we gave you $850 a month in cash. So there go your reparations right there. They ain't giving you niggas a lump sum of billions of dollars. You out your damn mind? Why would Esau be stupid enough to do that? Esau is a dummy, but he's a smart dummy. He ain't gonna put billions of dollars in your cash in your hand at one time. The devil is smarter than that. He ain't stupid. He's not gonna give you an opportunity to live like you got some sense. Because he wants you to be zoo animals. He wants you to be in there ooging and booging and tearing shit down. That's what he wants. He ain't gonna give you a chance to leave out the country. And once Jake pack up and leave and go somewhere and build a damn island, America's gonna crumble overnight. So he ain't, that whole go back to Africa BS has always been BS. Esau don't want you going nowhere. He'd rather kill you off before you leave. And you'll find that out. But anyway, it says in 2019, research from the Institute of Policy Studies in Georgia, about 6% of black women live in poverty compared to the 14% of white women. But why do they live in poverty? Why? Because they chose to embrace feminism. They chose to get their men out of the house. They chose to put their men on child support. They chose to, damn demons, man. That's Satan. That's Satan, man. They must be hearing me doing a lesson down here. These devils, these Peckerwood, they working on the apartment upstairs. They must be hearing me doing a lesson. That's Satan hopping on them and do it. Because they ain't start banging until I start doing the damn show. Which you can hear everything in these apartments. This is why we got to get the hell out of here. This is a curse, man. You can't even be in privacy in your own place. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to start banging back in a minute. But yeah, they working on the apartment upstairs, man. So Salakia for the banging. It's always a disturbance in this goddamn place. But anyway, the reason why you women are in poverty is because you've made ruinous choices. You see what I'm saying? You've made ruinous choices, and it's due to the curses, but mainly you made ruinous choices. You chose to do away with the family, with the nuclear family, and to embrace this shit. You chose to throw away a multi-million-dollar franchise of a nuclear family just to get $850 a month, which is a poor decision making. That doesn't even compare. With a family and polygamy, you can bring in quadruple that in a week if we knew how to play our cards right. But, you know, that's how it is. But it says here, black women have also been hit with the disproportionately hard by the you-know-what pandemic and accompanied economic crisis, being more than likely than other groups to face job losses and eviction. And this is not going to save them because they're just going to, it's going to get worse. You know what I'm saying? This is going to get twice as worse. They're not going to save you women. This is not going to get you out of hell because this economy is getting ready to collapse. Then what you going to do? All right, so you can't trust Esau. It says, and black people overall in the U.S. have experienced higher rates of hospitalization and death. Why? Because they kill us from the you-know-what than white people have, which I don't believe that because I don't think Jake is really dealing with that. Mainly Edomites are croaking from it. If Jake is, they're not really reporting on it. But it says black women are among the most likely groups to experience cash shortfalls that make covering basic needs difficult. Shit, how? You got one chick that make damn near fucking 50 million on OnlyFans. She's a woman of color. How? They got Instagram, they got OnlyFans, they prostitute, they got simps, they got a simp for the damn phone bill, light bill, simp to buy their shoes, they got a simp to get their hands and feet done, a simp to get their hair done. These women ain't hurting for no money, you know? And it says here, this isn't a result of poor choices. Yes, it is. It says it's the result of persuasive economic insecurity that has the sharpest impact on women and communities of color. It says Hope Willensack, executive director of the GRO Fund, said in a release, guaranteed income is a step towards creating more an equitable economy. But the American economy is pretty much is done. All right, so I got a couple of precepts. I didn't want this to be too long, but this is the book of Sirach 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for it's like his iron rusted, so is his wickedness, okay? So you can't trust Esau. It says, though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take heed and beware of him. And thou should be as to him as thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou should know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away. So he's setting Eve up, man. He's setting her up for the biggest fall she's getting ready to face. Because at the end of the day, the so-called white man is still a devil. He never cared for you black women. He just used you as a weapon against us. And you fell for the bait, you know. One more precept here. And I'm going to shut it down. This is Jeremiah 4 and 30. It says, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? It says, though thou closest thyself with crimson, and though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, and thou rentest thy face with pains, in vain should thou make thyself fair, and thy lovers, which is Esau, will despise thee, and they will seek thy life. Okay, so eventually Esau is coming to collect. You know, this is just a quiet before the storm. And I'm watching a lot of these women, they're going to try to move down Atlanta to get that benefit. When they're making jobs, women are bringing in more income than men. That's statistically true. It says, and for I've heard the voice of the woman of travail, and the anguish of her that bringeth forth our first child, and the voice of the daughter of Zion that bewelleth her, that spreadeth her hands, saying, woe is me now, for my soul is weary because of murderers. So don't believe the hype. But anyway, with that, I'm going to shut it down. Shalom and a Baba Ball.